Hi everyone, I'm Scott Soul and I'm your race director for the Running Up for Air Tiger Mountain happening on March 9th, which is this coming Saturday. I just wanted to bring to you our pre-race briefing, some information about what is happening on that day. Hopefully everything that I bring to you will help you to have a more enjoyable day. First of all, I want to thank you for wanting to choose Running Up for Air as a way to bring awareness to the need of clean air in the Pacific Northwest. It's also a great opportunity to support an awesome organization, Washington Conservation Action. They're an organization that's been around for 50 plus years. They do a lot of great work for our environment, which include forestry, waterways, along with helping with bills and down at the Capitol. And they do a lot of great work with Native American organizations also. So thank you for wanting to be part of this. Thank you for being part of the family that want to make a difference in our environment. I just wanted to say about 3 weeks ago, we had an event at Patagonia. We had two speakers on hand there during that night. Joe Boomgard Grodneck was on hand to speak about the current climate and our future climate, and then also Kat Holmes of a Washington Conservation Action was there to present the action points that you can take to help make a difference within this area. Help keep our air clean, help keep our waterways flowing and our fish still running, and to be able to help keep our forests healthy so we don't have that filthy air during the summertime and hopefully keep the forest fires down low. So we hope that this video that we release, hopefully later on today, if all technology works well, we hope that it will give you and encourage you to continue fundraising throughout the rest of this week for the Washington Conservation Action Organization. The first thing I want to bring up is our schedule of the day. The schedule of the day will be a 5 a.m. The packet pickup will open up. At 6:05 at the start-finish line, we will have a pre-race briefing. All participants that are running the 12, 6, and 3 hour that are starting out at that time or at 6:15, please be there for this. There'll be any updates will be given at that time. 6:15. The 12, 6, and 3 hour groups will start out. And then the next thing coming up is 11:30 a.m. Pizza arrives for everyone. That includes the volunteers and all the participants. And then at 12:05, we have the next pre-race briefing, and that is for the 6 hour along with 3 hour participants that will be running at that time. Please be there so that we can give you any course updates, and then we'll have the start following that at 12:15. 4 p.m. the course cutoff. There's a course cutoff. You cannot leave the start-finish line after 4 p.m. And of course, the course closes at 6:15 p.m. After the 6:15 p.m. closure, we will start giving out the awards. If we cannot get you your award, if you don't happen to be there at that time, we will make every effort to get this award to you in person. So thank you for that. Now we'll move on to what our concerns are at the moment. As you can see, it's clear right now, so it's a blessing for after all the weather that we've had recently. Of course, our first concerns are the weather. Last year we had a lot of wind and snow at the first part of the day. There's no other way to say it. It was miserable, but I saw a lot of smiles on photos up there during the day. So currently the West Tiger Peaks have about a foot of snow on them. It has drifting snow on it that can be up to knee deep. We expect during the next few days for it to have no precipitation. In fact, we're hoping for another full day of sun tomorrow. along with a partial sun on Thursday, and Friday is looking like it's going to be well above freezing for most of the day. We do have, we will be driving up to, hopefully up to West Tiger 2 in that area, so we will get a better look at that on Thursday. If we're not unable to drive up, we'll be doing some hiking up in there Wednesday and Thursday also, just to check on conditions and make sure that everything is good to go. The wind is supposed to pick up on Saturday morning. That may cause it to be a little bit uncomfortable from West Tiger 3 over to West Tiger 1, up to the hiker's hut. As you know, that's all been clear cut all the way across that, so that wind, when it's going from 10 to 20 miles an hour, may feel and will get up to gusts to 30 miles an hour plus. So we're going to have you prepared for that on that one. And how are we going to have you prepared? This year we're going to require all participants to have mandatory gear. Mandatory gear are the following: an emergency blanket or a bivvy. One of them that I highly suggest is the SOL, and that's S-O-L, thermal bivvy. And you can pick that up at any REI local store. If you don't have an emergency blanket or you forgot one, we will have some on hand at the start-finish line area. You'll also need to carry a waterproof jacket. Not water resistant, but waterproof. There is expected to be some rain during the afternoon on Saturday, so you are required to carry a waterproof jacket in your pack. We want you to have gloves in your pack or on your hands. The last thing that you are required to carry is a cell phone, and you're going to want to put our RUFA emergency contact phone number, which is in your email. So put that in there. If you need to reach out for any reason while you're up there, please call us. It'll actually come back to me, so I'll be able to help you out and walk you through it. We do have radios at the top of Hikers 1. There's a wilderness first responder up at Hiker's Hut, not Hikers 1. That's West Tiger 1. At the Hiker's Hut. Dave Boyce will be up there, so if you have any emergency needs, please report to him or to David Sadowski in the afternoon. Both of those guys will be manning the Hiker's Hut aid station up there. Parking. Parking's going to be at the Issaquah High School. That is on 2nd Avenue. I believe it's 700 2nd Avenue. There should be plenty of parking in the morning hours. There are other events as things start, as the day starts progressing at the high school, so it may fill up. And if that does happen, there is more parking up by the Issaquah Sportsman Club. There is a link in your email that will help guide you to that if that is needed. Packet pickup, of course, starts at 5 a.m. Only you can be there to pick up your packet. No, you can't send your wife, your buddy, your friend, whatever. We need you in person to pick up that packet in case we need to give you any more vital information. Bibs. We need bibs to be very visible, either on the front, on a shirt, jacket, whatever, on the front, either up in the chest area down to the waist, or on the right front leg. Please do not cut them down. Don't fold them up. We need to see this. I'm getting older. I'm the one that's probably going to be there. So I need to see that number. The next thing we'll have here is cutoff time. Those that are running the 12 hours, two-person and the 12-hour solo, 4 p.m. Last person out at 4 p.m. We'll speak about the Hiker's Hut station. Hiker's Hut is a limited station up there. We may be able to drive in. We're not too sure yet. We're going to try or attempt to drive in the crew, or try to drive up on Thursday to see if we can have the crew drive up there on Saturday morning. If not, they have to hike everything up there. So we're going to have limited aid up there. There'll be some water. It's not going to be a lot. There will be goos and goo gels along with PB&J. So plan that you're going to have a 6-mile round trip with no more hydration or fuel than what you leave at the start-finish line. That's going to be up at the top. It always happens. Somebody ends up bonking and they need a little help. So that's the reasoning why we have that other aid station and other aids up there at the top at the summit. So please be prepared when you leave that start-finish line area. At the start-finish line area, there's going to be a well-stocked fueling station there. We'll have pierogies. If you don't know what pierogies are, you got to try some. They are potato pierogies, potato and cheese, I believe. Soups. We'll have tomato soup and I imagine butternut squash soup. Grilled cheese. Always got to love a grilled cheese. We'll have the goo gels, gnarly Fuel 2O. It's a carbo drink. Will be on hand. We'll also have Coke, ginger ale, Kodiak cake, granola bars, bananas, and PB&J. I think I better we'll have some potato chips there too. Also at around 11:30, we'll have pizzas delivered, so there'll be some pizza around there too if you want to grab a slice of that and run with it or just sit down. There will be a warming tent. Thank you to Patagonia. We have a nice tent that we will have a fire ring on the inside. It is a gas-powered fire ring. It's not a wood-burning one, so it is safe. We'll have walls along the side of that to enable to get you warmed up if you need to do that. The best way to warm up is keep moving. Keep doing more laps and going back and forth. Drop bags. At the start-finish line, we will have a tent dedicated for your drop bags. That will include shelving in there. It will have a few seats and a table that will help you to keep refueling and replenishing your pack for that next loop up there with the rest of your friends. As far as the course, it is still going to be the 6-mile course. The course is about 3,000 feet of elevation gain. The snow starts at about a mile away from the high school. We will have a rope that will be on one steep section of section line trail. It's a handheld rope that will help you get back and up and down as the day progresses. That section may become muddy and slippery, so please grab a hold of that rope and utilize it to help you up and down. Canopies. At the start-finish line, we have ample area for you to set up your canopies. Please ask me or one of the volunteers what the best place is, and we'll help you guide you to it. The best thing to do is just pass the start-finish line area. There's room right there next to the tennis courts, or if you go to the other end of the tennis court area before the start-finish line, you can do that also. Awards. We have some beautiful awards that were created by Kim, and I'm sorry I forget her last name right now. She's from Utah. She's done them for the last few years for running up for air. Each and every one of these are handmade. There's not one of them alike. So these awards will be given out to the top 3 in the 12-hour, 2-person, 6-hour, and 3-hour. They are available at 6:15. We may be able to get a few of them out earlier if we can. We will do that. If you don't happen to pick your award up, we'll make every effort to get them to you in person. And I mean, when it's in person, I hope to be that person to deliver them to you. If not, we can arrange for a place to drop them off and have you pick them up. I think that is going to be it for this particular informational video on running up for air. I just want to thank you myself on behalf of Running Up for Air organization, also for our volunteers, our staff. Please, during the day, thank these volunteers that are out there. If you see red hats that have Running Up for Air, look for those. That's going to be our main volunteers. If you have any questions, go to them, but also thank them. Lori Loescher, our great volunteer coordinator, will be on hand to help with the volunteers. So give her a big thanks too, along with Dave and David up at the Summit Aid Station. So meanwhile, thank you all for wanting to be part of Running Up for Air Tiger Mountain 2024. And I look forward to seeing you on March 9th at Tiger Mountain, right next to the Issaquah High School. Meanwhile, have a great day, and we'll see you soon.